say that's really simple, and you would think that I would have noticed this already, and I probably did subconsciously, but I just didn't call attention to it. So I'm going to call attention to it here. Who you surround yourself with really matters. And obviously, like, every parent has told their child that at some point, but I want to take that a step further of who you work with really matters, and where you work really matters. Like, just trying to pay the bills, that, I know, like, millennials get a lot of flack because we're lazy and we don't want to work, which I disagree with. So there. Your first job out of college, you're super lucky if you get into a really good place, because you're just trying to get experience, get money, get out of your mom and dad's house, or get out of living with roommates. But if you get to a place where you can be a little more choosy, meaning you have a job and now you're applying for another job, it matters a ton the place that you work and who you work with. So if you think about it, if you work 40 hours a week, assuming that you don't do anything after hours, you don't work through lunch, none of that stuff, you're just 8 to 5, 40 hours a week. Well, then if you get home at 5, you go to bed at 10, during the week, you're getting time with your family or your friends at maximum 25 hours, not including like drive time and all that stuff. So then you can make up for the time on the weekends, but effectively you're spending time with the people that you've chosen to spend time with, just about as much time as you're spending with people that just happen to be hired at the same place as you. And so when I look back on my a little over 3 years at Daxco, I think I've really been affected by where I work. Like, I think I have more confidence now in who I am and my abilities to do the things that I do. So if you're like interviewing for a job, I highly recommend you do your research, because it's not just about your paycheck. It's about what they're gonna give you that's not tangible. The confidence, the experience, the interest, the opportunity, the push in the right direction, all those things are intangible and they're invaluable. So I would do a lot of research, if you can, on Glassdoor and LinkedIn, and finding people who work at that place and message them and say, like, hey, how is it working there? You know, like, no BS, just tell me, how is it? Do you like your job? Would you recommend someone else working there? Those questions are okay. Like, we live in a very social society now, so use that to your advantage, because whenever you walk in the doors, they're gonna put on the best face that they can. And oh my gosh, if you don't ask questions in an interview, for the love, ask questions in an interview to the people that are interviewing you. They're like a sample right there for you to ask questions to. Sure, they may put lipstick on a pig, unless they're really honest people, but at least you can decide for yourself, are they telling me the truth, or do I need to dig a little deeper into this company, because I don't know about this. This is so important. It's so much more than just a paycheck. So take this really seriously where you work, because I want you to be as happy and confident in yourself, and look back on your decision to work at the place that you work like I do, which is, I can't believe I get to go to work with these people every day. I can't believe that I get to do this kind of job and have this kind of autonomy and trust and transparency. And I really believe if you can get in that kind of environment early in your career, all of your future endeavors have more perspective on, it doesn't have to be this way. I don't have to like beg my boss to give me a little bit of slack in my leash so I can try something new. And not everywhere works that way. So who you work with matters, and where you work matters. So put some priority behind researching the places that you are interviewing for, and don't be bogged down by how much they pay. That's important. You can't live on sunshine and rainbows, but your happiness is pretty difficult to buy at Walmart.